Welcome to Store Talk.
Welcome to Store Talk. Today, we will be joining the standout wide receiver for the Ashland University, Jamari Croom, standout player in the city of Toledo, Northwest Ohio, in the state of Ohio, now on at the college level, doing good things. We started Store Talk to spotlight athletes like yourself, to be able to show everybody your journey, your career, and to see you excelling, to give the youth hope, motivation, to be able to do the things that you do, and you help them along the way by telling them your process. How you doing today?
I'm doing good, man. I'm just living life.
Yeah, man. Shout out to your dad too. Shout out to your dad, man, because I've been trying to get it happening, and he, joined the post, and I was able to make it happen quicker, sooner than later, man. So where did this journey start for you? At what age did you start playing sports?
Actually, I probably started playing sports. I always played around the neighborhood, but when I actually started playing, organized sports, it was probably fourth grade, maybe. I started playing basketball.
Okay. And when did you start off basketball? Then with the football? Did football come later?
Yeah, football kind of came a little later. Well, fifth grade, I played football actually, and I liked it. And then I had got a concussion my fifth grade year though. And then, after that, my mom, she really didn't mess with it. So, I always was a basketball player anyway. So I was just like, all right, I'm not going to play football. And then after that, I stopped playing football. I just started focusing on basketball.
Yeah. So did you hear the stories about your dad and the many different athletes that came from the east side of Toledo? Like you got your dad, Damon Washington's, the Durham Lions, their Best Groves, Ryan Stagger, J Rock, Kevin Baldwin, Tony Scruggs, Aaron Peacock, Eric Winters, Craig Thames, Rick Campbell, name a few. Did he tell you about all that? And did you used
Oh
to
yeah, my dad, he gave me a rundown on all of them.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah. So are you Vikings just like him? You with the
Yeah,
Vikings?
yeah.
Yeah.
It.
He be going strong,
The
man.
other day.
Yeah, me and Daryl hear all about the Vikings. He used to be coming at our bills and stuff like that, man. Great dude, man. I always looked up to him and Daryl. They always been great dudes and great leaders, and just walking in the right direct path, man. And even after we played sports, even growing up in life, they stayed consistent. How was it growing up on the East?
It was good. I thought it was always good with the kids I was raised around. We used to have fun. Sometimes things would get dangerous and hard, but that's everywhere.
Yeah.
But being your own leader and following the good crowd, being around good people, that go a long way on the east side. And like people like Kodak, if you know that is Javon Pratt. He was a good leader growing up.
Yeah. Shout out.
He was one of the reasons I started playing football too. I looked up to him. And on the hooping side, I just kind of went off in my own lane, and then I started to enjoy it.
Yeah.
And on the east side, my dad, he used to always talk about all the hoopers, so that kind of motivated me to go, do my thing on the court.
So the East Side, a lot of people that live on the East Side have the East Side pride. Did that motivate you guys coming up playing sports, knowing that y'all got to make a name or state your claim? I got to represent. Did you feel like that every time you touch the field or the court?
Of course, because the East Side, we stick together. We're a community. We put on for each other. So yeah, that definitely, added an extra umph to my game, and got to always put on, make them look good.
Yeah. So when did you know that, man, I can do this, I'm excelling, and I can take this, whether football or basketball, to the next level? When did you know you were really good or better than your peers?
I would say probably like 7th grade basketball. Seventh grade. I used to go to the YMCA a lot, and there was always older dudes there, and I used to kill them older dudes. And that's when I knew, like, and when I used to tell people my age, they'd be so shocked, like, dang, you only 12, you only 13.
Yeah.
And that's when I knew, I'm like, I'm killing them. I know I can, play at a high level. Then that's when I knew. I just start working on my game more and more.
Yeah.
And, I got better.
What does family mean to you, and how did your family impact you in, structure, making sure you didn't get the big head and making sure you would be focused? Because it's a lot of people, like we mentioned, that were great athletes, didn't go to the next level. Being that you're an athlete at the next level in college playing football.
I would say talking to my dad a lot. My dad definitely taught me a lot, and about being humble and stuff like that. And then, I don't come from, I'm not the most fortunate. We're not the most fortunate family. So that always made me humble. You feel me? I always be grateful for everything I got. Even now, I always make sure, thank God for the things that I got, even whatever hardships I'm going through. So that don't matter.
Yeah. What does faith mean to you, and how did you implement that into trusting and believing in yourself and trusting God to allow you to be the best that you can be, and even get you through, like you said, the hard times and even your transition now?
Faith means a lot to me. And, growing up around my granny, she was real Christian. So, that made me, she was again, not the most fortunate, but she always made a way. And that kind of, motivated me. And she always would take us to church and we would eat there and it'd be, just a good time, man. They was always grateful for the little things. And
Yeah.
then that just stuck with me really.
Yeah.
And now I just go by that same motto. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
So what was because I used to look on big board and see you making game winning touchdowns, the long bombs. I'm a wide receiver, so I love hands team. I love people being an impact player. Yards after the catch. You were
Yeah.
dominating, taking your team, like leaning on your shoulders and stuff like that. How did you was able to transition and pick what school you wanted to do, and how did you get to Ashland? How did you pick that school?
Well, the God thing, they was real big on, thanking God for what you got.
Yeah.
And, it was always like it was family. It's not far from home, you know, and I like the facilities a lot. So that just kind of drove me to come here. And then they gave me, a nice package. So
Yeah. How do you think the transition was from high school to college, being on D1, being that a lot of offenses pass and you got a lot of great DBs that you got to go up against. So every week it's a different person from a different place, because it's college, so you got people from all around. So what was the transition in you playing college football from high school?
I would say, balancing my schedule was a transition. The football schedule in college is much more different than high school.
Yeah.
And really just as far as the game go, the speed of the game is much different. People much faster, bigger, stronger. You just gotta elevate, work on your game more, get in the weight room a little more, eat more.
Yeah.
Just outwork outwork your opponents.
Yeah, was the transition different from, like you mentioned, you got to switch your schedule and stuff, but you're still a college athlete, you're still a student. So you got football, you got academics, then you got college life. What are
Right.
the transition in that? What's the difficulties? And is it even any difficulties, or you just, routine doing your everyday schedule?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's difficult unless you make it difficult. Like if you can manage your time well, you just gotta know what you're doing. Like someday you just gotta set your schedule. Like Monday mornings I do my homework, right? And then I got meetings at 2 o'clock. So I make sure I get all my homework done by 2 o'clock. Cause after practice, I'm already be fatigued. So I ain't going to be doing nothing, no homework, and probably won't be focused. So and then laundry, you gotta make sure you do your laundry because you're in a small room with your roommate. it could get hectic. So you got to make sure you keep up on your laundry. You just got to make sure you just keep up on your same schedule. Make sure you're doing everything. But
Yeah.
once you get your schedule set, I got your planner for your homework and stuff like that. You'll be fine.
Yeah, last couple questions to get you up out of here. Do you have any goals that you started and written out before the season, or do you got goals and plans future or what you want to do on the football and at that school?
Yeah, I had some goals. I had like personal goals was really me just getting on the field just because it's my first year. Just getting on the field, making sure I start. Just doing anything to help the team win, learn. You know, I really didn't have no personal goals as far as like stats statistically, but I'm just going out there playing, just having fun, more
Yeah.
so.
What's your major and what's your career path that football is, we know is first and then education.
Mm-hmm.
So what is your career path and what are your goals with what you want to do in the future?
Uh, I want to make it to the highest level of football. I want to take this the furthest I can. I love it. It's fun, and it done got me. It done got me so far now. It's like, why not? And
Yeah.
then for my plan B, I want to get my degree, of course. And then I want to get my master's, my MBA, and I'll probably work at a dealership and be a finance manager.
Yeah. And
But
that's
that's pretty much it for real.
you one of the first athletes that really even said something about even getting your master's, because even if you excel in football, you go to the next level, you still could get that. But being that that's on your mind, that's a
Mm-hmm.
even thinking like that. What kind of leader do you think that you are, even already? Because you got leadership qualities. You think you're a vocal leader? Do you think your leadership skills is your play?
I would say my leadership skills more my play. I'm not the most vocal. Um, I'm more of a sit back, laid back dude. Just do my job.
Yeah. But you turn up when you get in that end zone. I've seen plenty of TD. You turn up when you get in that zone on everything.
You gotta turn up when you get in the
Yeah,
zone.
yeah.
That's just
Last,
that's just a given.
yeah, last couple questions. What would you say to a young athlete that's undecided on what school to go to and choosing the school out of high school or choosing a college to go to?
I would say, you gotta know what you want.
Yeah,
If you want to be close to home, if you could take that being far from home, that matters. Just other people, they're not going to the same school as you, so you can't decide based off what somebody else think. You just gotta kind of take deeper looks into the campuses and see what feels like home.
yeah.
And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, what would you say to a young kid that's struggling, straddling the line versus being in school with athletes or deciding whether to be in the streets or not? What would you say to that? Because you humble and man, I was less fortunate, but I made do with what I had, or I know where I come from, so I wanted more. What would you say? Because society is painting different pictures, and people want to live facades, and that's not really real. So you coming from that, you being around it, seeing and hearing the stories from your dad. What would you say to a young student that's battling, knowing which way to go?
I would say be different, man. That went a long way. Don't be a follower, be a leader. Do your own thing, make your own path. You know, because a majority of the time that friend that you grew up with gonna be in the streets, and that's fine. Just take your own path and just, create success for yourself. It's all about you. Even what you was born with, even if you was in a unfortunate position, you can still get there.
Yeah,
So
appreciate it, man. Appreciate this time. Shout out to your parents, man, for raising a great young man. Like, you carry yourself still with great respect, mild mannered. And I'm proud of you, man. Coming from where we coming from, doing your thing, man.
I appreciate it.
Continue to walk in your purpose on purpose, man. And it's been great for having you.
I appreciate you. Thank
Yeah,
you. Thank you for having me.
yeah. I'll be checking you out, man. Posting you and posting your stats. How many more games y'all got?
We got 4 more games.
4 game. Yeah, so finish
Yeah.
hard, work every day, leave it all on the field, which I know you will, man.
Yes, sir. Yes,
All
sir.
right. Appreciate you.
Yep. I'll see you.
Okay.
All right.